Okay, wait, before we start, got a little something here, a little accessory to complete the set. Right on there, if he can stay up. There we go, because we're back! What's up, everybody? If this is your first time here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zach, but you all can call me the Tennessee Fanatic, or the TN Fanatic for short. As you can see by the background on this channel, I talk about my favorite sports teams. I give my reactions to all of my favorite teams and the games that they play throughout the course of the season. I also do like playoff reactions as well. And also, as you can tell by the background, I am a diehard Nashville SC fan, and I am here. I am back, and I am ready to talk about another series of matches that my boys in gold are going to play for this season. And, you know, we did not even have to wait until the first official MLS game that we will play against the Revs. No siree, because we have a game to talk about, and it is in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Nashville SC beat Atlético Ottawa in the first leg of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. We win 2-0. Lots of goodness to talk about here. So let's go ahead and dive right in. First thing that I want to say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you to the people at CONCACAF, whoever sets up these games and like the tournaments and like the scheduled days that like these games will be played. Thank you for giving the Nashville SC fans something good to feel about, like something just really awesome. Okay, I gotta just back up a second. I feel like I gotta calm down a little bit here. I don't do this a lot. Yeah, I'm really excited. What I wanted to say is I'm so happy that the Nashville SC fans are already getting a taste of what great things that this club can do this season. So, heading into this season, our coach, BJ Callahan, he got a much-deserved contract extension through the 28-29 season. And with that being said, BJ, he is slowly starting to assemble like his roster. His group of guys that can vie for the MLS Cup. With that being said, the Nashville SC fans, the ones since day one, we did have to say goodbye to some tenured greats right here. Walker Zimmerman, dang, that one really stinked. And Jacob Schaffelberg as well. It did stink to see those guys go, but again, this is a time when BJ, he has to assemble his guys. There's a lot of great players in the MLS, absolutely. I want as many of them as possible wearing this awesome jersey right here. And again, we got some guys to fill in those shoes. This was not a rebuild thing for us, no siree. We reloaded right here. We got some great players in the offseason. Most notably, Christian Espinoza, the two-time All-Star who had 36 goals and 70 assists in 218 MLS appearances. He is now a member of the Boys in Gold. He is now with our attack, along with Honey Mukhtar, and Sam Surridge right there. An absolutely dynamic trio right there. A trio that we got to see in this game. A trio that we got to just have a taste of how great that they can be. I will talk about that later. So, with that being said, with all that being thrown out there, this game right here in the CONCACAF was a great opportunity for us to just have a good start. Feel good about like where we are as a club and where we can go. And we did show out in this match. It did take longer than I thought. First half, first 30 minutes, both sides, they did have their moments where, like, they both pressed well enough to, like, stay in the match. But with that being said, neither team really had much success in, like, the penalty area. It was a pretty, I suppose, like, uneventful first half. I was actually watching this match with my mom, who is not, like, a big-time, like, sports fan like I am. And she was telling me, like, this is boring. Like, I want to go to sleep. And I'm like, Mom, just chill for a second here. And she's like, no, this is boring. But, what I will say is that, this game in the first half, it would have been a lot more engaging if there were some fans in the stands. Where was everybody? Everyone was gone. I mean, goodness gracious, Ottawa. That's how y'all do it? All right, hey, you know what? When y'all come to Geodis Park, it will not be like that. We will have some fans at that game, I assure you. But with that being said, going back to the match itself and in the first half, with it being like a half where neither team really had like big-time opportunities, we did have a young lineup out there, and this was like our first like real match of the season. Those young guys, this was their first time in like an actual like really important match. Not like preseason stuff, not like training camp. No, this is real. Like this is it right here. So I was expecting like a little bit of a filling out process to start this game right here. And what I will say is that I do think we had some more quality chances than Ottawa did here. 32nd minute, Kasim Tamuil heading into the box with speed. Can't get a shot off. That is a routine save for Innocent. And yes, that is really his name. So there was room for improvement, but I still think that we did some nice stuff in that first half. We did have some momentum, I feel like, going into the second half. And then about 20 minutes into that half, we finally get some fireworks, baby. 66th minute, we strike first. Bauer on the left side. He finds Korakon, and then he finds Wilbins Pasias in the box. And in this moment right here, Pasias, I'm still trying to get the name down, he fully embraced being a member of Nashville SC in this moment. Because he is fighting off defenders like left and right just to get a shot off. And finally, he does shoot and he scores to break this scoreless tie right there. And again, what a way to do it. Not giving up on this ball. He cuts inside and he has a beautiful finish. Great way for us to get on the board right here. He scored 17 times last season in the USL and in his first game in CONCACAF. And as a member of Nashville SC, Pasias, he scores the club's first goal of 2026. Good for him. And what we saw after this goal by Pasias, I think truly spoke to, like, the teams that are in this game. Like one team being us, a club that has great players, a club that has tasted success, a club that has won a trophy, which feels, again, this is so good to say, versus Ottawa, who this was their first time in like the CONCACAF. So you have the experience and you have like the newbies. And it was clear, like after we saw this goal right here, Ottawa, it just seemed like they were playing very sloppy, like their passing was not as crisp. They were just scrambling to stay in it right here. And again, you know what? Maybe if they had some fans in their stadium. Actually, let me say this also. This wasn't in their own stadium. I think it was it like Hamilton, like the Hammers? I don't know. It wasn't even in the stadium. What are we doing here? We just... dang, I mean, I don't know. I never seen that before. I don't know if it was like a weather thing where they couldn't play in like Ottawa. It was pretty cold. I will say that, but I mean, I'm like, okay, I guess this is how we're doing it right here. But again, going back to the match, Ottawa players, like, they were scrambling right here. And with that being said, again, toward the end of this half and towards the end of the game, I think fans, like, they got a glimpse of the deadly trio of Espinoza, Surridge, and Mukhtar right here. But before we get to that, final minute before stoppage time, I have to talk about this right here. Shot by Hababula right in front of the net, and Josh Bauer with an unbelievable save, baby! Right there. Oh my goodness, an unreal save by Josh, baby. Good for him, baby. Yes, sirree. And, you know, for what it's worth, stoppage time. Ottawa fans, I feel like I've kind of crapped on your team a lot in this video. I've kind of crapped on your club and, like, your fans. Hey, this is what you get when, like, you come to my channel. I tell you how it is. Absolutely. But what I will say, hold on. Keyboard people, just hold up right here. What I will say is that, like, y'all did have some really good chances in stoppage time. I was getting just a tad bit worried right there. But, you know, leave it to my boy, Hani Mukhtar, to set up me and other Nashville SC fans feeling so good about this match right here. 95th minute. Hani at midfield. He finds Christian. And then Espinoza, he gets it to Surridge. And then I was like, that is a done deal right there. Surridge shoots. And he scores, baby! Woohoo! Nashville! Once again, with the big win, the 2-0 win. Great way, awesome way, a perfect way, I should say, to kick off 2026. Building momentum toward our first MLS match against the Revs. Our younger lines, I think they had a really nice performance here. Again, I think we had some very strong chances as, like, the subs came on. I think they were able to, like, capitalize on all the momentum that, like, those young guys have built. And again, that attack, that trio of Espinoza, Surridge, and Hani, we just saw it in this match. They can be something, folks. Like, I'm excited for that, baby. I'm excited, and I am so thrilled to be back talking about my boys of gold, Nashville SC, and I hope that you all will join me on that ride. But fans, that's going to do it for this post-game reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and you can join our Fanatic Army. And a hearty salutes to all of you as always, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic day. Go, boys, and go!